Chapter 15, Part E. Question number 10. After an ordinance of foreclosure is granted to a petitioner and the respondent borrower fails to pay the amount due as required by the lender by the order, the petitioner may apply. So anybody who is petitioner is like a lender, right? And respondent is like a borrower. Petitioner is a bank. So what the bank can do if you don't pay? So either they can go for an order absolute of foreclosure or a judicial sale or an equitable charging order. So his answer is number 4. Either he can go the judicial sale or he can go for the order absolute. If you owe more to the bank, naturally you want to go through order absolute. You don't want to pay the difference. And similarly, if you owe more, bank would like you to go through judicial sale, so they can cover the difference. They can sue you for the difference. So the answer is number 4. And then we go from there. Question number 24. The, the following statements concerning the rights and preference of the petitioner and respondent in a foreclosure. Which of the statement is false? So the rights of the bank and the borrower basically. Number 1. If the value of the property is less than the amount of mortgage debt owed to the petitioner. If you owe to the bank $400,000, but the value of the property is $300,000, so what are you going to do? The mortgager, means a borrower, would want the property to be foreclosed, while the petitioner would want the property to be sold in a judicial sale. That's true, because you want the property go through the foreclosure through the order absolute, so you don't have to pay the difference. But bank would want the property go through judicial sale, so bank can get the difference. So that's true. Number 2, where the value of the property exceeds the total amount of mortgages. If the property value is higher than the mortgage, if your value is 400,000 and the mortgage is 300,000, the respondent would want a judicial sale. Now the respondent would want a judicial sale because then when you sell the home, you can get the difference of the equity $100,000. But the petitioner would prefer the property to be foreclosed, so they can sue you for the difference. And petitioner would want the property goes through the order approving sale, so they can sue you for the difference. Number 3, where the court orders a judicial sale, petitioner may make an offer, and if the court approves the offer, the petitioner will become the registered owner and still be able to sue the mortgagor for any shortfall between the sale price. That's true. If the property goes through the judicial sale, if you owe more to the bank, then you have to pay them. Number 4, where the value of the property being foreclosed exceeds the total amount of mortgage. Both the petitioner and respondent both will make it wrong. One would want judicial sale, other want the order absolute. So that's why it's false. So both makes it wrong. And then we go to the question number from there to 28. The court order usually obtained first in a foreclosure action is, so what do we call the first order of the court? It's called order nisi, number 1. And then we go from there to question number 37. When an order absolute of foreclosure is obtained by a petitioner who is in the position of second mortgagee, who is in the position of a second lender basically. Number 1, their mortgagee can no longer exercise its right to sue the borrower. That's true. So the bank can no longer sue for the difference if it goes through order absolute. If you owe more to the bank, so you don't have to pay now. Number 2, the order forecloses the registered owner's interest in the mortgaged land and permits the petitioner to transfer title into his own name. So this order permit the bank to be the owner of the property. Bank can transfer the title to to its name. That's true. C. All other charges, liens, encumbrances, interest registered on the title are foreclosed or wiped. No, that's false. Only thing is wiped off is the mortgage. And anything else still stays there. So that's why it's false. C is false. D. The petitioner may sell the property after taking title to it and does not have to account to the borrower for any profit which might be realized in excess of mortgage debt. So when bank becomes the owner, bank can sell the property for more money even. Bank doesn't have to give you the difference. So that's true. So A, B and D are true. And then we go to the question number 42. In the absence of a priority agreement, which of the following would not be named as respondent? Respondent means borrowers. In a foreclosure action, the borrower, true. The purchaser from the borrower under an agreement for sale, a guarantor. Number 4, prior mortgages lender. So borrower is a respondent. Purchaser from the borrower under an agreement for sale, that's also true. Guarantor will be also respondent. And the D is prior. Prior means mortgage lender. So lender is a mortgagee, especially the previous one even has nothing to do here. So answer is number 4. And that's it for this.